Gunfreak Nation, I am the president, TElectrik. May God have mercy on us. Have God have mercy on the ones who just don't know. May God have mercy on the ones who still blind, even though their eyes are wide open, but they still blind to what's really going on. They see what's on the news, they hear what's on the radio, and they are being brainwashed and indoctrinated. God have mercy on us. I get a lot of, text messages, DMs from Gunfreak Nation members who was really telling me what's going on in their neighborhoods, in their neck of the woods, and it's just crazy, the articles that they're sending me. I got an article where a son, I think he was 13 or 14 years old, shot his father in the face because his father got on him for having stanky feet. This is the world that we are living in right now, where you shoot your own dad down because he wants you to wash your ass. I hear in Colorado, I see it on the news, and I'm hearing it from the people of Gunfreak Nation that live in Colorado, where gangs, migrant gangs, and I'm not in no means sitting in judgment of the innocent migrants, illegal aliens, whatever you want to call them. I have no judgment of anybody that's innocent that's trying to come to this country for a better life. But a lot of them, thousands, are criminals, professional criminals that governments like Brazil, Venezuela, you name it, they are emptying out their prisons, their jails, the mental institutions, and they flooding them over here. They coming over in floods, man. Now I'm hearing in the article right here, I have one of them right here, if I can find it, but where they have took over apartment complexes in let me go back to it now. This is crazy. You cannot make this up. Man. Okay, it's getting crazy out here, but I don't think it can happen here in Detroit. Okay, also, it say Venezuelan gangs have taken over about 4 complexes. I think they say about 4,000 showed up, and it's so bad that even the landlords, the people, the tenants, God have mercy on those tenants. And people are being, they're being thrown out of their apartment complexes. But where is that at on the news? Where is that at? A lot of this stuff that's going on right now is not being on major news outlets because, you know why? CNN, MSNBC, News Nation, ABC News, NBC News, they're all controlled by liberals. So it just makes no sense for them. They have an agenda. They want Kamala, whatever the hell her name is, to look good. They want Biden to look good, especially Kamala since she's running now. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? We got gangs of migrants that have taken over apartment complexes in Colorado. So, but you won't see that on the news. And now all of a sudden, y'all peep this right here. When that woman ran for president, what was it, 4 years ago? I'm gonna tell y'all the character that she is. And I'm not telling nobody how to vote. I'm not Republican nor Democrat, but I'm for the right thing, man. And the way I see it, man, she 100 times worse than Biden, especially when it comes to the Second Amendment. She will act on it. Biden talked about, trying to take away our guns. She will get the job done. But when she was running for president, man, nobody liked her. The poll numbers, man, like, she was very low. And then when those women accused Biden of assaulting them, sexual, harassment and all that, when they accused Biden of doing that, she backed the women up. You know what I'm saying? She called Biden racist. And she was like, I stand with the women who is accusing Biden of the sexual harassment. All right. So fast forward when he, and this is when she was running for president initially. She, by the way, she did very poor in the polls. All right. She didn't even make it to the finals or whatever they call it. But anyway, when Biden chose her, and you got to remember, she was chose specifically because she's supposed to be a black woman. That means that it was a little bit of racism used. She was put there for a agenda because she was a black woman. In Biden mind, fuck a white woman, fuck a white man, fuck a black man. I'm going to put you vote for me, I get y'all vote. I'm going to put a black woman in office as vice president. So she was chose for that, which ain't right if you really want to look at it, man, But, to make a long story short, she chose it. So the women that was accusing him of the sexual harassment, she was like, fuck y'all, I'm about to be vice president. That's the type of person that she is. She don't give a damn as long as she making shit on anybody. We talking about a person that locked up a lot of black men for weed, marijuana, and then said she smoked it herself and laughed about it. Matter of fact, I want to play something for y'all. I'm just trying to get y'all to open up y'all ears, man, and just see it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what? If they lose, they do. The Democrats are doing everything in their power. They playing dirty, man. They don't basically, assassinated Trump's character to the fact they got all this lies and stuff. Trump is crazy, said some crazy things in the past and stuff, man. He put his foot in his mouth all the time. But damn, a threat to democracy? If he ran, it's going to be a dictatorship, the end of this so-called democracy, to the point to where somebody tried to take him out, man. I mean, I really do believe that they don't either try to, I'm trying to word my words right because I know how YouTube is, but I wouldn't put it past them to use the border crisis to try to, enact some type of martial law to stop the elections, man. I wouldn't put it past them. I really wouldn't.
She's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record.
Let me check this out, y'all. Listen to this.
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she...
Hold on. It's not even trying to...
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor.
Here we go.
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way. The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you are in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not, and worse yet, in the case of those who were on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that. Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor.
That's the type of person that the Democrats is trying to push on the American people. She ain't shit. And all of a sudden, keep in mind, the country, if you in your right mind, you would clearly see that this country, where I'm at, I'm speaking personally, for me. I was a lot better off 4 years ago when Trump was in office. I didn't have to really worry about nobody talking about, enacting a new assault weapons ban. Food was a lot cheaper. Gas was a lot cheaper. My bills was a lot cheaper. Biden got in with them Bidenomics, and the cost of living has went up. The inflation of, like I said, literally people went from steak up on the Trump eating steak to eating bologna sandwiches for dinner up on the Biden. And this person, this Kamala, was a part of the administration that's done fuck the country up, all right? So for her to get on these stages and say, I'm going to do this and do that, then what the hell have you did in the last 4 years? You co-signed that. You're supposed to be the boy of the czar. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all bullshit. And now these left-wing liberal media that's backing her, like CNN, NBC, ABC, MSNBC, all of them are saying, oh, she's winning. She's winning. She's winning in the polls. She's up over Trump by, 10 points, 20 points, and all that. Bullshit. Bullshit. See, I'm going to tell y'all something about this country. The media is a powerful machine, man. They watching the media. If you don't know any better and naive to their agenda, it's powerful. It can indoctrinate you. It can make you be like, well, shit, if she that far ahead, I ain't gonna even vote for Trump. She already done run. You know what I'm saying? She already the winner. They propping her up. You got to remember, the 4 years she was in office, where was she? Nobody liked her. She did bad in the polling, And fuck a poll. But I'm just saying she's being backed by the media. She's being backed by them. I don't trust her. I don't trust no politician, man. Like I said, I'm neither Republican or a Democrat, but I'm on the side of who's right, and I know for a fact that I was better off when Trump was in office. He wasn't talking about taking away certain types of guns, that banning the AR-15. I'm living right here in the hood. You dig? I'm living right here in the hood. You know, so I have to have firepower to be able to protect me and my family. How dare you tell me what you think I should have because it's something that you don't like? That's some bullshit right there. Straight, total bullshit. What you not gonna do is tell me how to run my household and how to protect my family. When you don't, you have no idea because you don't live the life that I live. You don't live in my situation, my circumstances. So you got these politicians, and some of the Republicans agree with these liberals. You got these politicians, athletes, and celebrities. They already wealthy. So it really ain't affecting them the way it affects the average everyday person. They don't have to struggle. They can go in the grocery store. Matter of fact, they too wealthy and too famous and rich to go into the grocery store. They get somebody else to go get their steaks and they what's that meat that everybody that's so expensive? I forget the name of it, but they not, trust me, they not being affected by it. They selling out. They are only for the wealthy elite. And I can say the same thing for the Republicans. The only thing that make them, you know what? I was talking to AR American a couple of nights ago, and he said something that resonated to me. He told me something that his father told him. He was like, if you are in prison, you go to prison, okay? And they put you in a jail cell. All right. Well, they give you a choice. You got 2 jail cells you can enter. One of the cellmates in cell number 1 might have a 4-inch penis, a dick. All right. In cell 2, the inmate may have a 12-inch. Anywhere it go, you gonna get fucked. Whether it's Republican or Democrat, you gonna get fucked. But who you want to get fucked by? Who gonna fuck you the worst? The Democrat with the 12-inch or the Republican with the 4-inch? So it's we screwed regardless. But at least they're not talking about, you know, gun bans and gun control and all that. They want control. And man, let me tell you, I was watching some podcasts and some live streams, not a podcast, live stream the other day. Some of our people is so misinformed and so blind and so brainwashed that if you even mention the name Trump, and don't say you voting for him, they'll be ready to do some violence against you. They'll get violent with you. Forget a debate. Forget arguing. They ready to take your head off if you say you a Republican or say you voting for Trump. And I'm like, man, it's so sad to see people in bondage like that where they can't even think for themselves. They believe in all this bullshit, all this propaganda that this liberal media machine is pumping out and pumping into our people's head every single day. And what they ought to be asking themselves is, what the hell have any of them have done for you? I'm only edging myself towards the Republicans a little bit because they ain't really trying to stand up in their ivory towers and tell us, you know, hey, we banning your gun. We taking your guns. They banned. We're going to put in a new so-called assault weapons ban. That's the only reason. And I was doing a little bit better financially when Trump was in office. You dig? What other president you know that got all these, when you go to the gun shows and stuff, you see guns with his name on it and stuff, man. You know, so we actually got love for Trump, you know? My thing is, You can't put nothing past them, man. And I do believe that the last, it was set up and rigged. You did? And I really fear that if they think they're going to lose, I think they're going to use some type of false flag or use the border crisis or something. They're going to do some type of martial law that's going to shut the country down and stop the voting, man. Things are getting so bad. Things are, you have to be armed. Because when it hit the fan, when the shit hit the fan, and you got the trains and the truckers, the 18-wheeler truckers that bring the food into our neighborhoods, the warehouses shut down, man, look, them trains, the planes, the truckers, hey man, that's the backbone right there. If we lose them because shit don't got so out of control, it's a wrap. And when people get hungry people get desperate. And when you're desperate, you will do desperate things. So don't be surprised if you got your food stocked all up, but you don't have no weapons. Man, you stocking that food up for somebody else. You stocking that food up for Crazy Joe down the street that's about to feed his family. And I can't be mad at old Crazy Joe because he don't want to see his family starving. He don't want to see his kids sick because he ain't got no medicine. So guess what? He coming to your house and you didn't arm up. So, hey, you got what's coming to you. I'm going to leave it to you like that. You got people, I just can't grasp their concept, their logic, man. I was watching a show on YouTube, man. Pro-guns against anti-gun folks. Black Rambo was on there, man. And, whew, man, those anti-gun, I'm like, y'all just stupid, man. I can't even find the right words to describe them. Y'all some idiots, stupid idiots who put your life at the hands of the government, at the hands of the police. But somebody kicking in your door, coming in with a gun, and you would rather take the chance and call the police and wait the 4 to 7 minutes for them to arrive. And that's a good so-called fast. Because here in Detroit, I've seen it take 20, 30, 40 minutes, an hour before they come on the scene. I be damned if I put protecting my family and defending my family and defending my life in somebody else's hands, man. But I'm telling you, God help us, have mercy. For some of those they just don't know. They don't have a clue to what's really going on. It's like they're walking around and they're zombies and they just believe everything that these dirty ass Democrats are pumping into their head, man. And what I don't get, these people, they get passionate. They get emotional about it. Like they actually know Trump. Like they actually, they get heated and mad. And that's where the fuckery begins. Because we tend to vote with our emotions rather than with our intelligence. If he make me feel good, oh, I'm going to vote for your ass. You make me feel good. But they ain't did a damn thing for you. All them motherfuckers that was talking down on Trump, they didn't say nothing that the Democrats have, how they benefited up under a Democrat administration. They just love to dog on him. Oh, he's a racist and he did this. He made fun of handicapped people and oh man. But what have the Democrats done? See, I'm going for the person who I actually was doing good off of. When I didn't have to empty my whole wallet just to fill my tank up. I didn't have to empty my whole entire wallet, you know, my savings account just to put some food in the fridge. You dig? Then we got this invasion where millions and millions and millions of people are flooding into the country, and some of them are criminals, but they put them in, you know, hotels and giving them the EBT food stamps, cash cards and all that. So what you think gonna happen when they stop that? The same thing that happened during 2020 when everybody was getting all those checks and stuff, you know, the unemployment checks and stuff everybody was getting, but they was making more money sitting at home than they was at work. And then some people didn't even have a job and they was still getting it, but that's their business. But when that money stopped, they got spoiled. So guess what? A lot of them was like, shit, I'm getting $1,200, $1,400 every 2 weeks. Man, and now they just gonna stop it and do me like that. Let me go on out here in these streets and let me do something. Let me go rob somebody now. So what you think gonna happen when they lose all them benefits? And who you think they gonna vote for? The trickery is there, man. Open your eyes. Open your eyes and see what's going on and arm yourself because it's about to go down. It's about to go down. I love you, Gun Freak Nation, man. If you are armed, like I said in the other video, if you are armed, give yourself a salute and a pat on the back because you know what's happening. You know what's going on. I love each and every one of y'all, man. If we, you know, united we stand, divided we fall. And right now we living in a divided society right now, man. We have the haves and we have the have-nots. We have the elite, the not so elite. I don't give a damn about all that. Treat me with respect my freedoms, because if you try to take away my freedoms, I'm going to stand on all 10 toes to be ready to fight. You have to die for that shit. I'd be damned if you let me if I let you take away my firearms. It ain't going to go down like that so easy now. Come on now. Anyway, Gun Freak Nation, I love you. I want y'all to stay armed, stay responsible with your firearms. You know, stay righteous and be ready to send a stinking ass service to Funky Town. I love you, Gunfreaknation Salute, baby. Yeah.